PSP Network. It's game day.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Well, the ice outside is not as nice to see as the ice in the All Seasons Arena in Minot, North Dakota. Alongside Tony Swearingen, I'm Owen Patterson. This is girls high school hockey on the PSP Network as we see the Minot Majettes host the Jamestown Blue Jays in a Western North Dakota hockey action tonight. Well, the winter weather, we could go on all day long, all night long about if we like it, dislike it. I know everybody's opinion on that. It's wreaked havoc on travel for a lot of teams today, affecting basketball and hockey schedules, but this Jamestown team braved a 5-hour bus ride all the way up here to Minot. That's got to have some effect on how they come out of the gates tonight.
Yeah, I was talking to their head coach, and you know, he's really concerned about how his team's going to come out of the locker room sitting on the bus that long. And you know, he said basically right off the bat they got to get moving and play with some pace and some excitement because he's worried about those bus legs.
Well, let's get right into the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game on that topic. Let's start with the Majettes first. We've got defensive zone and pressure. You think that's the key tonight for Minot? Yeah,
Minot High started off the year really well with their defensive core, you know, against Bismarck Century, and that's why they earned a nice tough win for their opener. And you know, they've kind of been a little bit lackadaisical in their own D zone ever since then. And you know, that D-core this year is led by Cammie Garrison, and she's been their steady Eddie and by far and away their top defenseman, and she's going to have to lead that D-core tonight.
On the other side for Jamestown, a team coming in averaging 1.8 goals per game. It hasn't been a very good offensive season so far. You think the keys on that side
Well, it's going to be offensive pressure right out of the gate. I mean, if you look at their team statistics, they only have 3 players with multi-points on the season. So, and they're being led by number 13, Ellie Kruger, with 3 goals and an assist. And that's 4 points on the year, folks. And you got to have more production than that. I know they have 7 players that have registered a point, but Minot High's got 9, and they have multiple players with 5 points or plus. So Jamestown's got to find some offensive production.
Yeah, the Blue Jays started out the season with 5 goals against Legacy Bismarck. They've scored 2 in their last 3 games, so definitely going to need to score tonight against the Magicians. The one issue for the Magi, again, has been giving up some goals. They've had a couple of games, 3 3-goal games and 1 7-goal game. You look at what they've done defensively, and we talked about that's the key. What does Minot have to do to step up and prevent pucks going in the net from the Blue Jays?
Well, it's going to start with their goaltending, and you know, we can talk about Jillian Ackerman until we're blue in the face and how good of a goaltender she is, but if the players in front of her aren't doing their jobs, she's left on an island all by herself. And they just suffered a really bad loss in Williston where they had a lead with less than a minute to go. Williston scores a tying goal with 12 seconds left, and you know, I've talked to a few people around the state that watched that game, and I'm going to be frank here, they got hosed. Minot High got hosed in that game, and you know, that second goal never crossed the goal line. Jillian Ackerman had it out in front of her. You can't let that stuff get to you, because less than 6 seconds later, Wilson came down the ice right off the ensuing face-off and won the game in regulation, and that's just an unfortunate twist to Minot High season and some adversity that they're going to have to work through.
Well, it's the Magicians are happy to be back home after 3 straight road games for a weekend home set tonight against Jamestown and tomorrow against Fargo Davies. That one also here on the PSP Network. Well, that's just about going to do it for the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show today. One quick break, and we'll come back with the starting lineups and get this one underway from the All Seasons Arena in the Magic City of Minot.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess, and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
Welcome back to Minot, North Dakota, and coverage of high school hockey on the PSP Network. Just about to get this one started, let's take a look at the standings in North Dakota high school hockey on the girls' side. Some East teams in the lead, West Fargo, Fargo North, South, and Grand Forks in the lead, but the 2 teams that we've got tonight, Minot sits in a tie for 5th place with Mandan, Williston, and Century. It's tight there between the Western Dakota teams. Jamestown 3 points behind, so could earn a big 3 points tonight, put themselves right in that top group out west.
Yeah, and they need this win tonight for sure. Minot High does, especially coming off that road loss to Wilson, and I talked about it a little bit, but overall the standings, they're sitting pretty right now in 5th place in this really young season.
Yep, still a long way to go this year, and not a long time to go before we get this hockey game underway. from Minot. Jamestown looking for their first regulation win of the season. They have an overtime win, an overtime loss, and 2 regulation losses this year, including their last game, which came against West Fargo United. An overtime loss, 2-3, competitive match against one of the top teams in the state.
Yeah, and I was talking to their head coach about that, and he said that their goaltending, Olivia Sorley, she's really been outstanding for him this year. She's got a 93.9 save percent average and a 1.93 goals against, and she's done a fantastic job keeping Jamestown in games, he said. And you know, against Legacy at the beginning of the year, when that big win against Legacy, I mean, that's, if you want to compare the two teams between Minot and Jamestown right now, that's the only like opponent they really have, and Jamestown beat Legacy, so but she made 47 saves that game against a really potent Bismarck Legacy team, and then came back against West Fargo here recently and had another 32 save performance. So she's going to be there. She's definitely going to have a big game for Jamestown tonight.
As for Minot, 2 wins in the state, 1 out-of-state win for them, and then 3 losses. They're on a 2-game losing streak. There is another common opponent on these teams' schedule, as Minot has a win over Century to start the season, winning that one 4-3. Jamestown dropped a game to the Patriots 0-2. More recently. Next up for Jamestown, they go on the road to Williston, so a road trip here over the weekend. Again, looking for those crucial 3 points to even themselves in the North Dakota girls high school hockey standings. And of course, like we said, Minot will be on the ice next against Davies tomorrow at 4:30, I believe, right here on the PSP Network as part of a hockey doubleheader on the PSP Network. One more break, and we'll come back to the All Seasons Arena. The start of this hockey game between Jamestown and Minot.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football, just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Alongside Tony Swearingen, I'm Owen Patterson on the call for high school hockey on the PSP Network. We're still in the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It'll take about 15 minutes when you visit their service center. Their technicians can typically perform full service oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Well, you might have figured out by now we aren't in the Pepsi Arena at the Mesa. We're in the All Seasons Arena, and as a Minot hockey guy yourself, Tony, I know there's a lot of memories inside these walls.
Yeah, a lot of good ones, and we were just kind of reminiscing, myself and Nick Hulberg, who was running the camera, on some of the great memories that Minot High has had in here, and you know, WDA championships, and if I remember correctly, I think this building was the last Minot High still played in this building when they won their last WDA championship game. I believe it was in 2006, and so yeah, this building holds a lot of great memories for me and my old teammates, and hopefully Minot High Majettes can make another good one tonight.
Absolutely. We are 2 or so minutes away from this one getting underway. Again, the start time was delayed a little bit. We talked about Jamestown's extended bus trip all the way up here. Turned a 3-hour bus trip into about 5 hours. We spoke as we got on the air about how that could hurt them as well. The delayed start throws off the time for Minot maybe as well. What about that side of the story?
Yeah, you know, I think anytime there's a delay in or a mess up in preparation and, you know, habit and everything else, it can really throw players off. So we'll have to see how both teams respond, and I'm really curious to see how Andrew Fitzgerald and the Jamestown Blue Jays come out of the locker room after sitting on a bus for 5.5 hours and start this game. You know, they've had a kind of a slow go here at the beginning of their season, and with offensive production, and I'm sure that 5.5 hour bus ride isn't going to help matters.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston with specialized training and technology. Nobody knows your vehicle better than the certified techs at Ryan Family Dealerships. No matter what kind of vehicle you own, you can trust your repairs to Ryan Family Dealerships, proud sponsor of high school hockey on the PSP Network. Blue Jays and Majettes have taken the ice once again. That means we are just a few minutes away from puck drop for the All Seasons Arena in Minot. Also going on today on the PSP Network, basketball doubleheader from Bismarck. West Fargo Horace taking on Bismarck St. Mary's. It's the first game of the year for the Hawks this season. And tomorrow, we've got a hockey doubleheader here from Minot. Nick Hulberg will be on the call for Davies at Minot. Girls hockey starting at 4:30. And then at, I believe, 7 and 7:30 later after that, Dickinson will come to town for a boys matchup against the Minot Magicians.
They really got the music pumping in here, don't they?
They do. Starting lineups on the way. We already know the starting 6 for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Starting in goal is the senior number 1, Olivia Sorley, who we said has a 93% save percentage, just 10 goals allowed on the season. On defense, number 2, Peyton Walker. She's a senior. The other defense, senior number 12, Hannah Solis. Wings, number 15, Stella Belzer, an 8th grader with 1 point this season. The other wing, Aria Mickelson, a senior wearing number 4. And at center, Ellie Kruger, the name to watch for Jamestown. She's a junior with 3 goals on the season, along with 1 assist.
Number 12, Hannah Solis. Starting at the other defense, she's a senior, number 2, Peyton Walker. Centering down the west line, she's a junior, number 13, Ellie Kruger. And starting in net, she's a senior, number 1, Olivia Sorley. The Blue Jays are head coach by Andrew Fitzgerald, assistant coach Austin
call once again. The starting 6 for Jamestown, coming in with a record of 1 win and 3 losses. It'll be Sorley in goal, Walker, Mickelson, Solis, Kruger, and Belzer. And for the Minot Majettes, with a record of 3 wins and 3 losses coming into tonight, Jillian Ackerman in goal. And we got Hansen, Erickson, Garris, Burke, and Bida. Final thoughts before we get this one underway, Tony?
Well, I think it's just going to come down to kind of some of the points that we talked about in the pregame show. Minot High defensively is going to have to take care of business, and Jamestown, getting their feet moving right away after that long bus ride, and hopefully getting a little bit more offensive production out of their top players. And we'll see what happens here with Minot and going forward. And Jillian Ackerman, obviously, with a 90% save percentage average, she's going to keep Minot in the game, but Minot's got to take care of their D zone.
Minot in the white, Jamestown in the blue tonight. It'll be Bryn Hansen against Ellie Kruger for opening face-off. And about 21 minutes after the originally scheduled start time, we're underway for Minot High School girls hockey on the PSP network. Blue Jays have it. Turned over to Minot. This is Macy Burke with the puck. Heading into the Minot offensive zone. Takes it herself. Stopped by Sorley, the outstanding goalkeeper for Jamestown. Blue Jays move it up the ice. They clear. I'll get a new group on for Jamestown. Icing cold.
Yeah, good start by Minot, getting pucks deep, and had a nice conversation with co-head coach Chris Stokey before the game, and Michaela Newhoffen, and they want to get pucks deep and set the pace and hopefully set the physical tone of the game early. And Macy Burke, if there's one thing that she can bring to a game is speed, and you saw it there exiting the zone where she was able to break through the neutral zone unscathed and got the puck in, and Minot was able to set up.
Shot there from Sydney Barch went off of Fallon Fagerlund. Jamestown now with it. That's Elena Stockert. Yvonne Slynn sends it ahead. They'll end up in the stick of Fallon Fagerlund again. Junior with 2 goals and 1 assist on the season. We get a whistle.
Gonna have a tripping call there against against Jamestown, on Isabel Dravecki, and Isabel kind of got fortunate there for Isabel. She cut back through the middle of the neutral zone, and they were playing Devils Lake a couple weeks ago, and same instance, different defender, and ended up being a turnover and ended up in the back of Minot's net. But that's what we were talking about before the game, where the D-corps needs to be a little bit more decisive with their decision making and making sure they're not getting themselves in those bad situations.
Anna Lundy goes to the box for Jamestown. The Jets on the power play. At 15:18 remaining in the first period. Sorry you don't have the game clock on your scoreboard on the screen. I'll try and update you throughout the game tonight. Barch. Now Hansen has it over the net to Fagerlund.
Jamestown's got to put some pressure on Minot High. Minot High will be content with moving this puck around, waiting for a mistake, and there it is.
Puck is still moving, but just off the mark. I think that was Burke, the captain for Minot.
Minot High's power play has done a pretty good job this year of controlling the puck and moving it around. And if Jamestown's going to play this passive box, Minot High's going to take full advantage of it.
A couple opportunities there for Minot. The flip from behind the net came from Cami Garris. But a stop again by Olivia Sorley. .46 seconds remain on the power play for the Jets. Jamestown will take the face-off. Tracked down by Minot Sydney Barch. Burke and Liv Froelich going after it. Froelich gets it for the Blue Jays. Turn over to Minot. Shot from Hansen goes high. Final seconds here. Jamestown looking for the penalty kill. Another save by Sorley. 6 seconds remain. Lundy about to get back on the ice.
Yeah, and just like that, we're 5 minutes into the game, and Minot High is up in shots, 8-1 right now against Jamestown, and Olivia's done a pretty good job, Olivia Sorley, of keeping the puck in front of her and covering up those rebounds. And Minot High hasn't been able to capitalize just yet, but if they continue to pepper like this, they're bound and determined to get one.
Shot was deflected by Slynn. She sends one off the blocker from Sorley. Full strength. 13:20 remaining, first period. Still scoreless. In the middle, that's Piper Erickson. Blue Jays will have it now. This is Peyton Walker. Reset. Off the stick. Picked up by Stockert. Still sliding around. Hansen in the middle. Puck was staying near center ice until Minot clears. Approaching the 8-minute mark of first period. Sent away by Sorley. Ari Mickelson with it. Minot will recover it against behind the net. Slynn leads the charge from Minot. Missed it twice. Now gathers it back. Race for it with Ava Bida of Minot and Lainey Bacalar of Jamestown. Shot from Erickson is saved by Sorley.
Yeah, Minot's doing a great job here in transition early in this game, and they've done a nice job. Eve struggled a little bit there on that dump, and she fanned on it a couple of times. She'd like to have that back, but you know, she's coming back from injury, and she's a top-end player here in the state of North Dakota, and she's done some good things for this team. Last year was her first year with this squad, and she's just looking to get back into the swing of things after coming off an injury.
Taken away by Bida. Shot from Brent Hansen, misses. 11 minutes remain, first period. Another shot wide, that was from Cami Garris. Hansen takes it away from Savannah Potritz. Up the ice and into the glove of Jillian Ackerman.
Only the second time Jillian's seen any rubber tonight. And at this rate, she's probably not going to see too much. So great job early by Minot controlling the puck and keeping it out of the defensive zone. Jamestown, you know, we talked about it in the pregame, you know, how they needed to find a way to generate some offense. And And right now they're struggling.
Shots on goal 10-2 in favor of the Majettes. In the corner. Sent up to Julia Stoner, 7th grader for Minot. Blue Jays get it out of the corner this time. Stella Belzer had it, number 15 in blue. Campbell Johnson will go for the Majettes here. Rounds into Hannah Solis. Fallon Fagerlund missed the puck, loses it to Jamestown. 9.5 to play, first period for Minot. Got a stick on the ice. That is Sorley's. Jamestown able to clear. Slen sends one ahead into the glove of Olivia Sorley.
Yeah, a little bit of sloppy neutral zone play there by Minot High and Jamestown. Both teams just kind of struggling to control that puck to enter the offensive zone there in that last 60-second transition. And you know, this second line for Minot High with Fallon Fagerlund and Eve Slynn and Campbell, they need to. This line would like to get on the board here. They put in a lot of effort over the last 4 games or so, and they don't really have a whole lot to show for it. So I know that these girls, you know, they'd like to get on the board here for Minot High.
Shot from Solis, saved. Just the 4th for the Blue Jays so far. 8:03 left, first period. Burke in the middle. Taken away by the Blue Jays. Bacalar deflected by Ackerman, and she'll save it. Whole new group on the ice for both teams.
Oh, nice chip out of the zone there by Eve Slynn. So what Minot High's got to do is just keep it simple there with the puck.
Selected by Hansen. Garris back up to number 3. Kicked right to Kruger for Jamestown. 3-on-2 for the Blue Jays. And another stop by Ackerman. Jamestown getting the majority of the recent shots here.
Yeah, and just like that, Jamestown's on, you know, starting to apply some pressure, some of that offensive zone pressure, and they're getting it mostly off the really too dangerous for Jillian yet, and Jillian's doing a nice job of just corralling those rebounds and not giving second chance opportunities. Minot High, you know, they got to be careful here. They're going to take a penalty.
That's going to go against Bryn Hansen.
2 minutes for trip. I don't even think Bryn knows it yet. There she comes. Tried to sneak off the ice, pawn it off on somebody else.
First opportunity with the advantage for Jamestown.
Well, we'll see what Jamestown can do here on their first power play. What kind of power play they run, and see if they spread her out and are able to possess the puck, generate a little bit of offense. And, you know, this, and for Minot, you know, they just need to keep it simple, continue to keep it simple, and just get pucks out of the zone.
There's our first goal of this game. It's going to come from Jamestown's Peyton Walker. Went off the blocker from Ackerman and got in. Jamestown takes a 1-0 lead with 6:34 to go, first period.
Yeah, and that's just, you know, that's unfortunate for Jillian. You know, Jilly makes the first save, and you expect your defense out and you know, people out of there, and unfortunately nobody was there, and she was uncontested, and that's just an easy rebound goal for Jamestown. That's Minot High's got to get cleaned up. You know, that backdoor tap in.
The Ryan Family Dealership replay. The goal for Peyton Walker, her first of the season, at the 13:26 mark of the first period. 1-0 Jamestown as we progress through period number 1. Back to even strength after the goal. Power play goal. Minot with it. This is Ava Bida. 1-on-3 situation as the Majettes shift. Cleared by the Blue Jays. Call for icing.
Yeah, after that icing here, looking down at the ice, you know, and seeing what kind of personnel Minot High throws out here. I know there's still some time left in this first period, and they have the advantage in the shots, but Minot High's got to get one here before.
Saved by Sorley after it was nearly knocked in by her own teammate, Ellie Kruger. Remember, Jamestown just 2 goals in their last 3 games. Drive up to Minot with a lead, still early in this game. Soner up the ice. We've got another penalty here. It's Jamestown skater Aria Mickelson. High. 4-4.
And Bryn Hansen, they're both leading the state in points, and they have a pretty potent power play. They've done a nice job tonight on first opportunity of just possessing the puck. Now they'd like to get one before the end of the period here, but going to get called for offsides there. Bryn couldn't quite get out of the zone, so they'll reset this.
High school hockey on the PSP Network, brought to you by PS Store, located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday from 8:30 to 3. UPS Store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. In front of the net. And frozen.
And that's where Bryn's been so dangerous this year on the power play, is down there in Gretzky's office, just trying to make plays and setting her teammates up. And, you know, typically Macy Burke's been the one that had the big payout on that. You know, Bryn Hansen, in the 6 games that she's played this year, she's got 5 goals, 4 assists for 9 points. Macy Burke with 3 goals and 6 assists for 9 points. So they're leading the state right now, those two together, and it's been a big part of that has been this power play and how efficiently it has ran.
Hansen, far corner. Up to Garris. Intercepted by Jamestown's Ellie Kruger. In a race with Fallon Fagerlund. Kruger with it behind the Minot net, or sorry, the Jamestown net. Right into the glove of Jillian Ackerman.
Yeah, big left pad save there for Jillian Ackerman. Nice job by Jamestown to transition quick, short-handed there. Get an offensive zone opportunity, and Jillian had to, you know, that's a tough save for a goalie to make when she's already pushing left to right. She's got to come back right to left, back to that post and seal it off, and they weren't quite able to tuck that wraparound in. Minot's got to be a little bit careful. Jamestown transitions pretty well, and you know that's where most of their opportunities have come, is in the transition game.
34 seconds left in the Minot power play, and 3:10 to go in the first period. Chased down the ice by Froelich for Jamestown. Puck went in the air and eventually caught by Sorley.
Yeah, good centering pass by Macy Burke there. You know, Minot enters the zone. Julia Stoner's going hard to the net there. Didn't really have a very good grade A opportunity to tip that puck in, but at least somebody's going to the net from Minot High. They got about 2 minutes and 24 seconds left here in this first period. They're still leading the Blue Jays 15-10 in shots, and you see Minot really turning up the pace here. They're trying to get something going offensively so they can go into the locker room with a little bit of a positive note. Even though they're down 1 goal right now, they need one desperately.
Another power play gone for Minot. They trail 1-0. 2 minutes remaining, first period, right in front of the net. It's blocked away by Sorley. Sent away by Jamestown's defense. Flipping in the air was Kruger. Kruger now has it again, knocked away by Ackerman, causes a collision in front of the net.
Minot's going to go to the penalty box again for another trip. Looks like Piper Erickson here. That was a desperation play by Piper Erickson that she probably didn't need to do. She had help on the backside there. Her D partner was in pretty good position, but you know, I wonder if she just tried to make a play that she probably didn't have to make there. Either way, Minot High is going to be on the penalty kill here for the next 2 minutes, and Jamestown's looking to take a 2-goal lead here before the end of the period.
In the Blue Jays zone, kicked away by Ackerman. Jamestown still with it, bringing it up top. Near side Kruger. Cross ice pass goes under the stick of Bacalar, able to recover. Now we're gonna have to reset.
Yeah, even though Jamestown hasn't really had as much offensive zone time on their power play, they're still possessing it. It's you can tell they're not as comfortable running their power play in the offensive zone, but they're still getting some grade A opportunities.
Kruger is uncontested straight to the net, but still saved by Ackerman. Inside 40 seconds to go, first period.
That's a good defensive zone pickup there by Fallon Fagerlund, number 5, Minot High, stepping down and helping out in front of the net. She noticed that her two defensemen were outnumbered down there in front of Jillian, and she had to step down and help out.
18 seconds left on the clock. Jamestown still up 1-0. One more chance for the Blue Jays here before intermission. Down to one, and they will not get it off. Saved anyway, and one period in the books. Jamestown with a 1-0 lead. Majettes out shooting them 16-12. Each have had 2 power play opportunities. Blue Jays the only one successful there. And we will take a break, come back with the intermission report on the PSP Network next. You're watching high school hockey.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
From the 26-yard line, nearing the Serve Pro red zone are the Demons already. Handoff, Hankey dances in the hole. Now he speeds and bursts outside, accelerates to the 20, 15, 10, 2 touches, 2 touchdowns.
Carter Hankey, this time they go left, and he just does what he does so well is he read the block. It wasn't off tackle, it wasn't off the guard on the inside, and he took his time, then he bounced to the outside, got a great little kick out block, a touch block, and deep downfield for the Demons, helping him out.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Back at the All Seasons in Minot, first intermission report brought to you by Magic Towing. Remember the number and call Magic Towing when you need a tow. No job too big or too small. It's Magic Towing. Put the number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Well, scoreboard reads Jamestown 1, Minot 0. Both had equal opportunity on the power play. It was Jamestown that struck with the first and only goal of the game so far. Peyton Walker to put the Blue Jays in front. It was off a deflection as well. I mean, this one has been pretty tight the whole way.
Yeah, you know, Jamestown did a fantastic job there on that power play. They worked the puck up top, got a nice play and a shot on net. Jillian Ackerman did everything that she could. She made the first save. She had to stretch out for it. Wasn't able to regroup. But in that situation, when a goaltender makes the initial save, Minot High defensively, they got to take care of business down in front of the net. Once again, they left the player wide open, and it was just an easy tap-in goal against Jillian. And I know how hard Jillian Ackerman works and prepares for games. So for her to give up that early goal like that is, you know, she's probably in the locker room trying to talk it out and figure it out with her decor.
Well, in our Northern Plains Heat and Air keys to the game, we talked about Minot's defense, Jamestown's offense. How have they fared after 20 minutes?
Well, Jamestown did a nice job. They came out of the locker room a little bit slow, as we kind of expected. 5.5 hours on a bus in the cold and bad roads, and kids get a little bit nervous sitting on the old iron lung when they're traveling that long in this bad weather. And Jamestown did a nice job. They got out of the first period with the lead, and that's pretty much all they can ask for. Now, hopefully, Sorley can sit back there and do her job as she's done all year, with that great save percentage that she's built. And, she went 16 shots on goal against her and 16 saves. So Jamestown's looking pretty good right now. I'm a little bit concerned for Minot High defensively, like I said, and I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but defensively they got to do a better job in front of their own net. And because Minot High has done a fantastic job in the offensive zone. They just have to crack the code on Sorley.
16 shots on goal for the Majettes, 12 for the Blue Jays. One more break and we'll be back with second period action. High school hockey on the PSP Network, brought to you by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese at Planet Pizza. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call now at 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. This has been the Magic Towing Intermission Report. Back in 2 minutes.
Fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
All sorts of hockey taking place around the state tonight. Got 2 score updates for you. Davies and Williston tied 1-1 in the second period. Devils Lake trailing at Mandan 2-4 in the beginning of the third. Another one to keep an eye on, Sentry at West Fargo also. The one we're concerned about here in Minot, Jamestown has a 1-0 lead as we enter the second period. "19 seconds in, already a stoppage of play." Peyton Walker's power play goal, the only points on the board so far. Now at even strength as the penalty time is up for Erickson. Here come the Blue Jays, 2v2. Shot goes wide.
Good hustle there by Bryn Hansen on the half wall in the defensive zone to really get that puck turned over and get Minot High into transition. That's one thing about Bryn Hansen you're going to see with her over the course of the season. Not many players are going to outwork her. She's a multi-sport athlete and a state champion in track and cross country, and just a fantastic athlete, student, and person overall. And she doesn't like to be outworked, and it doesn't happen very often.
Collision over here on the near side. We'll get a stoppage of play again.
Minot High with another offensive zone face-off here. We'll see what Fallon Fagerlund's back on the ice. She was shaking her hand going off the ice. I think she took a little bit of a whack on thumb. She's back out there now, and Julia Stoner on her wing with Eve Slind. Jamestown here in transition.
They'll end up in the corner. And now with the Majettes. Not anymore. Set back behind the net.
Minot High in their defensive zone, they're trying to chip pucks out. Eve Slin's wide open on the other side, and they're trying to jam the puck right up the wall. And right there, Fallon Fagerlund and Stoner, they're just kind of firing the puck into traffic, and it's not doing Minot any favors.
Here's a shot from Mallory Fallon, name we haven't said yet tonight.
Good. That's a good opportunity from a player who, you know, she puts in as much work and effort as anyone else on this roster day in and day out at practice, and she doesn't get very many opportunities to really shine out there on the ice. So it's nice to see a kid like Mallory out there. I've had the pleasure of coaching that kid, and she works her tail off, and you know, that was a great opportunity for her to get her first high school goal.
Icing called against Jamestown.
Got a little bit of a delay here. It looks like Olivia Sorley is dealing with an equipment issue. Goalies seem to always have equipment issues when they can't seem to, when their team can't seem to get the puck out of the zone on a consistent basis. Nick Hulberg knows that old trick all too well.
The Jets in their own zone. Stop by Sorley. High school hockey on the PSP Network is brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage, proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com to schedule a move or to find a quote. Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Another face-off in the Minot offensive zone. Won by the Majettes. Taken behind the net. Spins around. Sent to the other side.
Jamestown's playing a pretty tight box and one here defensively. And if Minot High, Fallon Fargerland had possession, she didn't really need to force that puck. You'd like to see her maybe carry that puck back around the net there and wait for a little bit better opportunity and pass to get a good scoring opportunity on net.
Just as Jamestown thought they had their offensive chance, it was broken up. Now the Blue Jays get it across into their offensive area.
This is feeling a lot like the first period where Minot High came out and controlled most of it.
Hansen's shot
early
saved by Sorley.
Minot High came out in the first and controlled most of it, and just like they're doing here in the second. Shots are up to 21-12 in favor of Minot. Bryn Hansen with another really good shot there on net. She did a nice job on the forecheck, forcing the defenseman for Jamestown to turn the puck over and got a nice opportunity on net.
Another face-off won by Minot. In the middle, the shot was deflected. Across the ice, Jamestown on offense. Stopped by Jillian Ackerman. Pretty good goalie matchup here tonight. They've done their job, limiting it to 1 goal total so far.
Yeah, between the two goaltenders, you know, they're very highly touted goaltenders here in the state of North Dakota. Jillian Ackerman, she's ranked number 11 right now overall, but you know, this Minot High team would be in a little bit of trouble, you know, if she wasn't in the pipes most nights. You know, they got a very good backup with Promessa Phelps, and you know, she just hasn't had much of an opportunity to shine and develop there in the nets. And next year it's going to be Promessa's goal crease, and she's going to have to really take control of that.
Blue Jays have gotten 2 shots out here, both unsuccessful and wide of the net. A third goes right into the glove of Ackerman. 12:14 remaining in the second. Both of these teams looking to put an end to some losing streaks. Minot has dropped their last 2. Jamestown's dropped their last 3. We talked about in the pregame the Blue Jays could pick up a big 3 points here to start their weekend out west. They're in Minot tonight, of course, and Williston tomorrow. Breakaway here. Garris. Nope, sorry. Blue Jays on the move. Stuck behind the net. Minot controls. Slind taken away by the Blue Jays. Inside 11 minutes to play. Second period, Jamestown with a 1-0 lead over Minot. on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. This is Stoner ahead for Minot. It was deflected. Nice play made by Peyton Walker.
Yeah, nice job by Stoner there, getting it open ice. And Cammie Garris is the one that actually started that play. She did a nice job coming out of the defensive zone, got to the half wall, ran out of room, and just sent the puck far side. And Julia was wide open, got a little bit of a tip on the puck, and was able to step around that defense and get a nice offensive opportunity.
Hansen has it behind the net, spins around, shot is stopped by Sorley.
Bryn Hansen working the puck low there, trying to get it back out front to Mallory Fow, who was planted out front, and Macy Burke came in to help out as well. And both of them had an opportunity at that puck. That puck bounced around and was loose down there in the blue paint, but Olivia did a nice job. Olivia Sorley, excuse me, did a nice job of finding that puck and getting a good cover on it.
Off the skate of Mickelson, and away Jamestown goes. Opportunity to take a 2-goal lead, but right there, Jillian Ackerman.
Jillian's without her stick now.
Trying to go the other way. Sent up the ice by Hansen. And an icing call.
I know it was an icing there, but that was the smart play by Bryn Hansen reading the situation. Minot High was kind of scrambling around. Jillian didn't have her stick, and Minot was in a desperate way there to just kind of reset and recalibrate what they wanted to do, and that was a perfect opportunity to go high and hard off the glass and reset.
Ryan Family Dealership replay of that last Ackerman save. Ryan Family Dealerships, the commitment and respect to their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot and Williston, or shop online, driveryan.com. Minot looking to even things up. Wide of the net. Still with it though. Not anymore as Jamestown goes ahead. Taken away by Bede. 2v2. Back and forth at center ice. Chance for the Majettes once again. Hansen kicked away by Swarley.
Bryn Hansen's going to draw a penalty here. There's going to be a hooking call on Jamestown as Bryn cut to the middle and tried to get an opportunity on net. Bryn standing in the slot. She wants a penalty shot. She put her arms up in the old penalty shot call. She refs, so she knows what she wants, and she's not going to get it, but it was a nice try.
Peyton Walker in the penalty box.
Good shot on net there by Sydney Barch. Nobody there for the rebound.
Jamestown, it's Kruger. The ice slides into the wall. Other sponsors of the PSP Network include Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Offers 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Check them out at minotbraces.com.
About 1:39 left here on this Minot High power play. Defensive zone face-off. We got to see if they can get down in the offensive zone, set up, and get some pressure sustained here. And they need to get a goal here. change this momentum up.
Here's Kruger again for the Blue Jays. Gonna get some help from her teammates. Stolen away. Pass in front of the net, goes out to Birch. Puck is loose, taken by the Blue Jays.
Nice job by the Blue Jays just sending it down, making Minot High reset. They're burning this power play up pretty good. Minot High really hasn't had many good opportunities.
30 seconds remain with the advantage for Minot. Wraparound, blocked.
Well, that's about the 5th wraparound I've seen Minot High try, and I just don't think that's going to work on her. They got to figure out another way to sneak one in. And, you know, if Eve comes around that can fake the wrap and maybe send it out front, get her to bite on that near post and probably have a better scoring opportunity than just shoving it into Sortley's pad there.
Back to even strength. A third power play without a goal for Minot High. And Olivia Sorley for Jamestown, the senior, with a 93% save percentage coming into this game, already 28 on the evening. And another.
Shots are 29-17 right now in favor of Minot High, and they have nothing to show for it. So Sorley doing a fantastic job as she has for the Jamestown Blue Jays all season. And you know, Minot High still hasn't figured out a way to crack the code, and they're going to have to figure one out because they're running out of time here in the second period with about only 6 minutes left.
Gonna get a penalty. This is gonna be against Minot's Fallon Fagerland.
Well, I will say this about the reffing crew tonight. They've done a good job of calling them back and forth. I mean, if Jamestown takes a penalty, Minot takes the next one. And then it's Jamestown, then it's Minot, you know. So, yeah, good job by this reffing crew so far to kind of keep it even and interesting. And we'll see if Jamestown can convert here on this penalty, on this power play. And Bryn Hansen's out there to take the penalty kill face off, and Minot High is going to need a big kill out of this group.
3 power plays apiece. Jamestown with the best results, 1 goal to none. 5:45 to go, second period for Minot. Another whistle here.
Jamestown's going to take a penalty here, body checking. Don't really know if that was a necessary penalty by Jamestown. I'm not really sure what she was thinking.
Savannah Potritz will head off the ice. It'll be 4-on-4.
Just get on the power play if you're Jamestown, and you know you don't want to take a penalty, and then because 4-on-4 definitely favors Minot High in this situation. Minot High's got way more speed than Jamestown does, and they got more weapons, at least on paper so far this season. So, you know, this is a great opportunity for Minot High.
Saved again by Sorley, shot by East Lind. Under the stick, and now a chance for Jamestown. Stopped by Ackerman. I don't know how that one got through.
Oh, it was a bouncing puck and a missed play by Sydney Barch. You know, you'd like to see a little bit more of an effort. You know, those bad bounces happen, but you know, you can't lazily turn around and just expect, you know, somebody else to help you out.
Around the skate of Hansen. Shot deflected. Blue Jays with it in their own offensive zone, taken away by the Majettes. cleared up the ice. High school hockey on the PSP Network, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. Another save from Ackerman. As a factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. 4 minutes, 23 seconds to go, second period. Jamestown ahead 1-0 over Minot High on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Face off in the Jamestown zone, controlled now by Minot. Still 4-on-4. But not for long, as there's 3 seconds remaining with penalty time for Minot. Now back on the ice goes Fagerlund.
He's going to have a brief little power play here.
It'll be 15 seconds in length. Now we're at even again.
Nice little skate there by Cammie Garris, coming up into the zone and putting a shot on net. You'd like to have seen her maybe put that a little bit lower into the goaltender's pads if you're going to take a shot from that far out and try to force a rebound opportunity. You know, I will say, watching that last little exchange there in the neutral zone, Bryn Hansen, boy, she's fun to watch. She's done a fantastic job in transition, and she's always working. And I know I touched on it a little bit ago, but you know, as a hockey guy, you know, there's not many players that really have that kind of energy in her skill set, and you know, it's really refreshing to see a kid work as hard as she does.
Stoppage of play here. Face-off won by Jamestown. Taken away by the Majettes. Kicked off the skate of a Jamestown skater. Now the Blue Jays control in the offensive zone. Wide to the left. Stolen right in front of the net by Potritz, but we're going to get another penalty on the Majettes. Skater number 11, Sydney Barch.
Yeah, Jamestown did a nice job there, and they cut back. They got the puck on the half wall. It went right to the middle of the ice. Sydney was a little bit flat-footed, tried to reach back and get a piece of her as she skated by. Ended up getting her stick wrapped around the Jamestown player's arm, and unfortunately in the game of hockey, they're going to call that every time nowadays.
Battle for the puck is going to be kept alive by James. No, not at the moment. Now the Blue Jays have it.
Bryn Hansen's doing everything in her power right now to just create some sort of offensive chance.
Puck kicked away by Ackerman. The 20th of the night for Jamestown. Across the ice. In the middle, knocked away. Tipped by Walker, who has the game's only goal at the moment.
Got a Jamestown player down in front. She's laboring pretty bad. It looks like her and Piper Erickson were battling for space down there. I didn't see exactly what happened, but
inside 2 minutes to play, second period. 52 seconds left on the Jamestown power play. Player down again for Jamestown, and that's going to put another penalty on the board for the Majettes.
Yeah, it's going to be Piper Erickson going to the box for interference, I think. I think that was a makeup call from whatever we missed down there in front initially.
So the Jets now extremely short-handed.
Jamestown's going to call a timeout here. It's a smart play by head coach Fitzgerald.
Minute 36 to go, second period, timeout on the ice. We're going to take a break here on the PSP Network. Be back with the final 90 seconds of this second period. Jamestown leads 1-0.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go. Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This broadcast of high school hockey on the PSP Network is brought to you by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Away we go, 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining, second period. Jamestown still with a 1-0 lead. No goals scored yet here in the second. And Minot with just 3 skaters on the ice to Jamestown's 5.
Yeah, Minot High is going to have to really protect the middle of the ice, and that timeout by Coach Fitzgerald is as advantageous as it was for his own players to make sure that he could have the unit and the personnel that he needed out on the ice to take advantage of this. It was very advantageous for Minot High because it allowed them to rest Bryn Hansen, who's just been an absolute beast out there, and Cammie Garris, and make sure that their top 2 penalty killers are on the ice.
Barch is back on the ice now. As we get a save from Ackerman. Hasn't let anything through in the second period. Jamestown's gotten a few looks here in the second. Haven't capitalized on any.
Yeah, shots, this period started out exactly like the first period did. Minot High controlled and got a whole bunch of shots and some flurries. And then Jamestown has just consistently, just methodically really played their way back into the second period.
And off to the right of the net. Tracked down by Campbell Johnson.
Good job by Campbell there, battling on the wall and tying that puck up, trying to burn up as much time as possible here with less than 30 seconds to go in the period. They need to get out of this period.
20 seconds to go. Sends it ahead. Kicked away by Ackerman. Now across the ice, 10 seconds to go. Jamestown power play. Already have 1 goal. That came back in the first period on a power play. But Jamestown skater didn't know where it was. Time's going to expire in the second period. No additional goals for the Blue Jays, and the Majettes still trail. After 34 minutes complete, we head to the second intermission with your score: Jamestown 1, Minot 0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We'll be back to recap the second period in our Minot Towing intermission report.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day. Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from? I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food reward program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer.
Back at the All Seasons Arena in Minot, North Dakota, with your second intermission report brought to you by Magic Towing. Phone number is 701-509-4011. You better remember that in case you need a tow. No job too big or too small, it's Magic Towing. Well, no scoring there, a defensive battle the whole way tonight. It was something that could maybe predicted. Jamestown, not the top scoring team in the state, coming in with just under 2 goals per game, and Minot holding some teams with a star goalkeeper themselves, Jillian Ackerman. I mean, is this kind of how you expected this one to go?
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm a little bit surprised by the score right now, only because of the fact that Minot High has really had the majority of the good scoring opportunities. Right now, they're sitting at the second intermission. Shots are 30-27, but really, out of those 27 shots for Jamestown on Minot High's goaltender Jillian Ackerman, maybe 6 or 7 of them have really tested her. Now on the other end, Sorley, I mean, it seems like out of every 5-shot flurry, Minot High has had a great scoring opportunity, and Sorley's done a fantastic job of sitting down there. And you know, that's what Coach Fitzpatrick said to me before the game, or Fitzgerald, excuse me. You know, he said that they're going to have to lean on her, and she's going to have to be the star of this team, you know, and make those big saves to keep them in it, and she's done just that.
Probably the big talking point there of the second period. Minot was undermanned, shorthanded a lot in the second. Is that something they're going to have to clear up, obviously, in the third, probably?
You know, that's been a really unfortunate trend for this Majettes hockey team this year. They get themselves into a situation where they have some really nice opportunities, and then all their momentum just kind of goes away because of penalty trouble. And here we are sitting at second intermission, and we're talking about penalty trouble once again for the Majettes, and they got to get that stuff cleaned up. And you know, it's the second effort opportunities that Minot High just really has struggled with right now, and especially with their D-core. They're, you know, just kind of standing a little bit flat-footed, and Jamestown's been able to capitalize and methodically play their way through this game. And you know, when you got a goaltender sitting back there in the pipes like Sorley, I mean, Minot High's got to take advantage and play a little bit more discipline and have a little bit more jump.
Minot trying to kick off the weekend homestand with a win. Well, they're going to need a comeback in the third period to take down Jamestown in a battle of 2 West Region teams in the state of North Dakota. One more break and we'll come back with third period action on the PSP Network. You're watching high school hockey on the PSP Network. Back in 2 minutes.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, We are here to help guide you.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Heading into the third period, it's 1-0 Jamestown ahead of Minot High on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy. We'll make managing your money easy. With locations in North Dakota and Arizona, visit BNC Bank. Jamestown will start on the power play once again, carrying over from the second period. They've got 24 seconds of an advantage here. Face off to start the third is won by the Majettes. Now with the Blue Jays. Stuck in the middle of the ice. Now taken by Hampton again. Magicians in their offensive zone, chasing after it into the corner is Fagerland. Still stuck now, gets kicked out. Jamestown with it. Puck sticking on the ice. Maybe a common issue sometimes.
Time this year that I've seen this, where the referees are in such a hurry to get this game going and the ice isn't set up all the way, and that's what's going to happen. I mean, that puck just hits a wet spot and it's going to stop dead, and you know, it almost cost Jamestown there, and Minot High wasn't able to take advantage of that little surface error. But you know, you'd like to see these guys take a little bit more time. There's no reason to rush anything, especially we're already into the late wee hours here on a Friday night. It's not like you got anything else to do.
Both of these teams do have afternoon games tomorrow. Jamestown will be out in Williston. Minot hosts Fargo Davies.
Yeah, I tried to get a score update there in between intermission for that Fargo Davies Williston game. I was unable to do it, but last time we had checked, it was 1-1, and at some point midway through the second period. I did get a score update on the Bismarck Century West Fargo game, but I was unable to get clarification on who was actually winning. The score was 7-0 when I got the update, so one team's winning really big in the...
Don't want to assume there, but West Fargo United, quite the team out east.
Yeah, West Fargo is you know, a high-powered team. You know, and they got a lot of good young kids who came up out of that 15 UA program in West Fargo there, and you know that their team last year, a couple of the girls are now in Minnesota playing, and you know, you still have 7 or 8 girls that moved up out of that program, so that's definitely going to help them out this year, and they're going to be a tough team to beat. I actually did just get an update. It was 7-rip at one point. in favor of West Fargo over Bismarck Century. So that is that's a good look for West Fargo United, and that's going to be a tough one for every other team to swallow, because what can you do to beat a team that is that powerful?
And Jamestown's last time on the ice was against West Fargo. Took them to overtime.
You think about it, as well as Jamestown played against them, you're kind of shocked to see a score like that, with especially with Timmy Meyer out there at Bismarck Century and all the good things he's done for that program. I'm sure he's really frustrated tonight after that one.
Over 2 minutes into the period, still having some problems with the puck sliding. The Jets have it here, neutral area. Chasing after it into the corner was Fagerlund. Now stuck behind the net. Test. 1-0 Blue Jay lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Snap from center ice, off to the left. No goals yet on 31 shots. Obviously, you got a good goalie for Jamestown. Now, what do they need to do to open up an opportunity to tie this one?
Well, I think the big thing right now that you're looking for out of the Majettes is their transition game. Jamestown's doing a really nice job. They're doing everything they have to do to keep the Majettes from advancing through the and you see a little bit of an issue right now with the Majettes trying to exit the zone. And if they're going to have some success, they got to get some clean exits out of the defensive zone and get some rushes down low and draw penalties just like they just did. Eastland doing a great job there, cutting back to the middle and drew a nice penalty.
And we'll go against Jamestown skater number 14.
Yeah, this is a huge opportunity for the Majettes here. We're about midway through the third period, and stepping up here. She's tied for leading the state in points, and as of at the start of the game tonight, we'll see how it shakes out towards the end of the game with all these other games going on. But between her and Macy Burke, this Minot High power play's got to take advantage of this. They got to figure out how to get one.
Hansen around the net, still loose. Ends up with Garris, knocked away by Sorley. Now another shot save by Olivia Sorley, not letting anything through today. 12:23 to go, third period. Here's a Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Minot High, there no traffic. Sorley saw that puck coming in. It was a pretty decent shot by Barch, nice and low. Kind of where you want to see the defenseman shoot the puck, but there was no traffic, and Sorley was able to see it and glove it and got a nice whistle.
Ryan Family Dealerships, with specialized training and technology. Nobody knows your vehicle better than the certified techs at Ryan Family Dealerships. 12 minutes to go, third period. Just over a minute left on the Minot power play. Another pass that goes off the mark. Majettes still controlling the puck right in front of the net. Shot off the crossbar.
That shot kind of handcuffed Jillian Ackerman. She wasn't really sure if she was going to shoot the puck there, and she ended up taking the shot and caught Jilly off guard. And thank God for that crossbar. It's a goalie's best friend, when it comes shooting back out like that, not in the back of your own net.
Ellie Kruger, the team leader in goals for Jamestown's had a lot of opportunities like that. Still no goals for her. One for her teammate, though, Peyton Walker. That's the only score of this game so far.
Yeah, and we talked about it at the beginning of the game as far as offensive production, and it's nice when if you're Jamestown right now, it's really nice with the fact that it wasn't one of their top players that produced the goal early in the first period, and so there's still more in the tank. If you're the coaching staff, that's what you got to think, and right there it showed, and Minot's got to be careful letting their Jamestown's top players free on rushes like that.
Face off in the Minot zone, won by the Majettes. in the middle, Barch to the corner. Another pass off the mark, and passing, something that we haven't spoken of at all today. Aquilar is saved by Ackerman. No crossbar needed there.
Yeah, you're 100% right. An errant pass there at the blue line at the end of that power play, and Jamestown comes out of the penalty box, and that's an unfortunate, unforced turnover. That's what we like to call them in the coaching process, because that almost cost them. Thank God Jillian Ackerman was back there to and sustain that test.
Another successful penalty kill for the Blue Jays. They've still held Minot without a goal. Motion there in the middle. Knocked away by Ackerman. Minot has only been shut out once this season. That came against Grand Forks. Other than that, they've scored. So credit to the Blue Jays defense.
We've talked a lot about Minot High and what they need to do, but the fact of the matter is Jamestown has done a great job tonight of doing exactly what they needed to do. They got on the board early. It's that bend, don't break mentality in the defensive zone. They play a nice little tight box and one, and they don't really give up many opportunities. And Minot's struggling right now. Shots are 34-31, and right now the best scoring opportunity has gone to Jamestown here. I know if you're Chris Stokey and the rest of this coaching staff from Minot High in the third period, but right now Bryn Hansen and Macy Burke, they're about the only two that really have gotten too many, some of the quality opportunities. So you got to figure out ways to sprinkle them in, maybe with some other players here, and see if you can't generate something.
Quick shot. Jays 1, Majettes 0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Stick around post-game for the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. We'll also hand out the Sport Clips Player of the Game and the Jobbers Move of the Game.
Right now, I don't think there's any question if this game ends exactly how it is right now, who the player of the game is going to be. But, Minot High is struggling right now. Jamestown just clogging up the middle of the ice, and Minot High is just throwing it around up and down the wall. And, they got to figure out how to connect on one of these centering passes to get an opportunity to score.
Nice hit by the Jamestown skater. Keeps the puck in the Minot offensive zone. Another save by Sorley.
It's going to be a tripping call here on Jamestown, and that was a scary trip. Eve Slynn got nice opportunity on the initial shot. She followed it, her shot got blocked, and then she followed it off onto the half wall and got tripped up, and she ended up sliding into the wall. Looked like shoulder first, and that's scary for a player, especially when you're carrying that much momentum. So let's see here if Minot High can capitalize on this power play.
Aria Mickelson to the box for Jamestown. Blue Jays shorthanded. Another save by Sorley in the corner. Taken away by Hansen. Won't go to the center. Instead, takes a shot. Sorley there. Nothing getting through. 36 shots on goal for the Majettes without any finding the back of the net. Your Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Yeah, and that was a great opportunity by Bryn Hansen, just coming out of the corner up the half wall, and Jamestown gave up that lane there, and Bryn said, okay, if you're not going to guard it, I'm going to go in it, and she got a nice shot off on net and to bang home the rebound.
Pass off the wall behind the net. Puck went in the air. Cleared by the Blue Jays all the way down the ice. Eating up time on the penalty kill. Not still with it in the offensive zone. Around the board. 7:25 left, third period. Another play by Jamestown. Another missed opportunity in their zone for the Majettes. Down to under a minute remaining in the power play.
Yeah, and Bryn Hansen just mishandled that. She'd like to have that back.
A lot of contact. Hansen hits the ice.
Well, if there was a penalty missed all game, there was one right there. That's probably the first missed call I've seen. Bryn Hansen got whacked and then got hooked down, and Chris Stokey is voicing his displeasure over there on the bench about that missed call. I don't know if that's going to help you right now this late in the game, but you gotta do what you gotta do as a coach to if you feel like you're protecting your players. And that's one thing. Chris Stokey, he's been around here now for I believe this is his 3rd year, and he's done a pretty good job with this program. Him and Michaela Newhoffen, co-head coaches, and they do a nice job protecting their players, and their players enjoy playing for them.
Penalty kill for Jamestown, 100% successful tonight. With 6 minutes left in the game. Nearly got through, but another save by Jillian Ackerman.
Yeah, that's another situation where an errant pass in the neutral zone and Jamestown coming out of the penalty box.
Tried the deflection, doesn't work. Under 6, we talked about in the pregame show this building, not the Mesa Arena, if you can tell. This is the All Seasons Arena, a historic place for Minot hockey. You've played many games here, skated around here. Talk about some of the top moments that you've had in this building.
Well, 97, WDA championship game. It's not one of the greatest memories because we didn't win the game, but we were in the WDA championship game, faced off against a really strong Devil's Lake team, and it's always fun to play in front of a packed house in this arena, with the facility that it is, and the size. That was a fun game to play in. I got to play quite a few college games in this building as well from Minot State, and there's so many memories in the community and in the hockey community in this building that it's kind of sad that it doesn't get utilized as much as it probably should.
Back to the action here. 5.5. The Jets with it. Knocked out of the air by the Jamestown skater and then takes it away. That is Ellie Kruger.
Hansen by surprise. She was dumping it and wanted to go for a change, and it got knocked down out of the air, and it almost ended up into a good scoring opportunity, but Bryn was heading the wrong direction.
The Jets skater down as the Blue Jays look to tack on another goal. Eventually it's frozen by Ackerman.
Left in the 3rd period, and for the first time all night long, Jamestown has more shots on the board than Minot High. Shots are 39-38. Chris Stokey's got to be thinking about taking his time out here pretty soon, especially if he can get an offensive zone faceoff. Oh, no, he takes it right now.
It's an interesting part in the game also that Jamestown takes the lead in shots, because maybe a defensive focus right now with just 5 minutes to go in the period and a 1-goal lead. They've looked pretty aggressive on the offensive side lately.
Yeah, and they're taking advantage of the opportunities that they're getting. They're doing a good job of clogging up the middle of the ice, and they're just clearing pucks high and hard off the glass, and they're attacking Minot with speed in that transition game. And Minot really hasn't found an answer for that yet. They've given up quite a few here in the 3rd period, quite a few good opportunities to Jamestown. Now in this timeout, what's Stokey gonna what's the Minot High staff gonna draw up here? What are they? I know he probably called this timeout to give some of his top players a little extra breather here. You got to draw something up for late in the game. You got to make sure that everybody's on one desperately here before the time runs out.
Upcoming broadcast this week on the PSP Network. Tomorrow, Saturday, hockey doubleheader starting at 4 p.m. Davies at Minot girls hockey, and then Dickinson comes to town for a boys hockey matchup starting at around 7:30 right here on the PSP Network. Friday night hockey matchup for Minot. 1-0 lead for the Jamestown Blue Jays, who experienced the winter weather on their way up here to Minot, prolonging a expected 3-hour bus trip to 5, and the question was, how would they respond after that? How would they come out in this game? And well, they have the lead at the moment, and they got to be
play unit, even though in a 5-on-5 situation. I think the Minot High staff understands that they're in desperation mode now. They got to find a way to get one in the back of the net.
A lot of action around the net right now. Kicked away by the Blue Jays. Four minutes to play now. Blue Jays go. Turnover to the Majettes. Out on the near side. In the air, off the wall. Blue Jays on offense, heading into, taken away by Slind.
Great play by Slind.
Shot.
A It was a great play by Slind on the back check. Nice. She forced a good turnover and then ended up getting an offensive shot on net. You got to try. Eve can shoot the puck with the best of them. I think if it were me, I would try to get Eve out and see if Bryn can't get her set up.
Jamestown has it. Across the blue line. Stolen away by Minot. Skater Eve Slind. The sponsored broadcast on the PSP network. Best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. With more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education, MSU grads get jobs, period.
Here they come with 3.
The Jets win the face-off. Kicked around in front of the net. 2 players hit the ground, 1 for each team. Now more and more in front of the net as it is stopped by Olivia Sorley.
You know, you like the opportunity that Minot High is trying to create tight down in there in front of Sorley, but at some point in time, they're going to have to try to come off these half walls rather than working it out from below the goal line, because, you know, when Minot High has had their best opportunities here in the third period, it's been off the half wall, not from the goal line. They've been getting some opportunities with that pass out front, but nobody's there to clean it up.
Another face-off win for the Majettes. Jamestown looking for their first regulation win of the season.
Bryn Hansen would like to have that back. She's telling Fallon, hey, sorry about that. I probably should have moved the puck to you. In her lane, coming off the half wall rather than shooting it from over there on the wall.
That's behind the net. Majettes with 2:45 to play. Stopped in her tracks by Hansen. Blue Jays with it behind the Minot net. Trying to work it up here inside the arena, so now it's on.
Yeah, if Minot High can continue to sustain some of this offensive zone pressure, you know, I think the coaching staff has to think about pulling Jillian Ackerman right now, because this Jamestown team is going to be tired defensively, but instead they're content with dumping the puck and going for a change.
Blue Jays, the Jets will take over.
Good play by Campbell Johnson. Good stick at the defensive blue line there, getting the puck out of the zone.
Blue Jays with possession. Shot off of Ackerman. Stuck in the corner now. Inside 2 minutes to go. Time winding down for Minot to pick up a home victory. Looking for their 3rd home win of the season. Time's coming off the clock right now over in that side of the ice.
Yeah, they're content with just dumping the puck deep and making Minot High try to break it out.
Here comes a shot from Liv Froelich.
Bryn Hansen on the rush.
In front of the Jamestown skater. Shot, it's blocked by Sorley.
Oh man, and if you're Minot High, you couldn't have asked for a better player to have the puck in crunch time right there on the breakaway. Bryn doesn't miss many of them.
Jamestown fans in front of us making a lot of noise. The only noise you can really hear in this building right now.
I think a lot of the Majette fans are of what's going on right now.
Seconds to go. 1-0 lead for Jamestown. Blue Jays have it. Still with it. Across the ice to the center.
There's Jillian Ackerman to the bench. Minot's going to have the extra skater.
Puck still loose, trying to figure out who's going to take it with 25 seconds left. Now down to 22. Still just floating around in front of the net. Oh, they had an open look on the left side, but Jamestown was in the right spot defensively. 13 seconds to play. Minot still with it.
Oh,
first shot from Slind.
You know, that's tough because, you know, I said it, you know, maybe, you know, get Brent or happen there, and Eve just couldn't get the puck settled down to get a good shot on net. But wow, what a flurry of opportunity there.
Slind's going to come off the ice. Not feeling too well after hitting the floor. Final 5 seconds here. Jamestown with the road victory. They erupt in celebration, their first regulation win of the year. And we have Both of them have 6 points, tie right in the center of the North Dakota high school hockey standings. So we'll be back after this break to recap what happened. Jamestown 1, Minot nothing, your final score on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome into the Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Select from their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Well, start this one off by talking about how competitive this one. I mean, nobody was far and away better than the other today. It was very evenly matched. They all got pretty much the identical amount of opportunities. The shots were nearly identical as well. Score was close, 1-0 in favor of Jamestown. They take home the W. Why was that?
Well, you know, honestly, it was because they did a better job in the defensive zone, and that's what it comes right down to. I mean, you know, Minot made one mistake in their defensive zone, and Jamestown was able to capitalize on that. And, you know, that's how this game played out. If you're Minot High, you're in desperation mode now because these are games that you should not be losing. And nothing against Jamestown. That was a fantastically played game by that team. They came in here with a game plan, and they executed it to a T. But if you're Minot High, I mean, you're in desperation mode now because these are games that you're not supposed to drop. You're not supposed to drop home games like this, especially after dropping a just absolute heartbreaker in Williston the other night.
Yeah, Minot's now on a 3-game losing skid. They've lost 4 of their last 5. Jamestown, a team that, despite their record that is still below 500, every game they've played has been within 2 goals. So this is a good-looking Blue Jays team. The one issue, they haven't been scoring well, but good thing for them, they have a great, great goalie in Olivia Sorley. Talk about her performance today, which pretty easy to say Sport Clips player of the game today.
Oh, yeah, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from Jillian Ackerman. She made some fantastic saves there in the third period. But Sorley, I mean, coming into enemy territory, knowing that you have to be the best player on the ice for your team to even have a chance to win a game. And Minot High absolutely peppered her. And Bryn Hansen has a breakaway in the final minute and a half there of the game. And Minot High couldn't ask for a better opportunity. You know, if you're going to pick one player to be on a breakaway at the end of the game to tie it, you're going to pick Bryn Hansen all day long. And Sorley was up to task. And hey, heck of a game by that young lady. She deserves all the credit for that Jamestown team. And you know, she couldn't have done it without her defensive core in front of her and the game plan that the coaching staff put in front of her.
Yeah, let's move right in from there to the Jobbers' move of the game. There was 1 goal scored today. It was a power play goal by Peyton Walker, but I think with the defensive matchup maybe we got to focus on that side more.
Well, and that was honestly, if you're gonna say that there was a move of the game, I would probably go with that one as well. But the defensive play by this Jamestown team really overshadowed the fact that Minot High controlled 90% of the play and puck possession of this game. They did a great job of moving the puck, but Jamestown, what a fantastic job of keeping the puck out of the middle of the ice. And even when Minot High did get the puck in the middle of the ice, there was no one there to clean it up.
Minot outshot Jamestown. They had ended up with 45 shots on goal, but nothing to show for on the scoreboard. 0 goals for the Majettes tonight. 1 for Jamestown. That came in the first period. A power play goal for Peyton Walker at the 10:26 mark of this game. It held all the way through, and Jamestown picks up those 3 crucial points to tie with Minot. Still a lot might go against the Coyotes.
Not really sure. I just got a game update out there in Williston, and Davies actually won that game against Williston in a shootout. So I mean, it's gonna be, with Minot High losing at the very last second against Williston the other night, this game tomorrow between Davies and Minot High is going to be a fantastic matchup. On the other side of that, you got Jamestown just collected a win against Minot High in the same dramatic fashion that Williston did. They're going out there. Now you're going to play an angry Williston team
that'll be the first part of a hockey doubleheader on the PSP network. Starting at 4, the second game, the boys take the ice against Dickinson. Well, I think we'll take one more commercial break and come back with the final thoughts and wrap everything up tonight from the All Seasons Arena in Minot. Once again, your final score, Jamestown 1, Minot nothing. Your
It's water. Boom. Agent. He's been called the human sponge.
It was an Olivia Sorley save of a Brent Hansen breakaway at the end of that game that kept the score as it was, 1-0 in favor.
A West Region hockey game on the boys' side. We always talk about how it's the wild, wild West, and you can never really figure out what's going on, but there's beating people, other people, and it's just everybody's beating everybody, and you don't really know where anybody's going to land at the end of the day. This is going to be an exciting finish here, and I'm really shocked with some of these scores coming in with that 7-0 win across the state, for West Fargo over Bismarck Century. And, if this plays out the way it plays out, this is going to be a fantastic second half of the season.
For Tony Swearingen and Nick Hulberg producing this game and running the cameras, I'm Owen Pound again for 2 more hockey games tomorrow. That'll wrap up a full week of broadcast on the PSP network. Blue Jays are your winners tonight. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe on those roads out there. Have a good night, everybody.
PSP Network. It's game day.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, after Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Dealerships.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card